Got it.
That's it.
Get
I just wanted to
inside.
start off with weather because it's what everybody's talking about this
Well,
morning.
everyone's talking about that, and they're also talking about, say it with me, Laurel
Oh my
or
gosh.
Yanny. Okay, and if you're asking yourself, okay, I'm going to pretend like I know what this is, but I really don't. Don't worry, we have you covered here. So, this girl, okay, we'll just leave it that because the details aren't all that important, right? So, this girl, she's a social influencer, as they're calling her.
I do love those.
Tweeted out, or tweeted, not out, she just tweeted, Laurel or Yanny, which do you hear? And she played a recording, this audio recording, right? And so people on...
Oh,
Laurel.
There it is.
I hear
Laurel.
Laurel.
I'm hearing Laurel.
Yeah, me too.
Laurel.
You hear whatever you hear, let us know right now. Comment. Do you hear Laurel or do you hear Yanny?
Admittedly, though, when you played that for me at your desk, that was the first time I heard Yanny.
That is true. Is this what we're hearing right now? The one that we're seeing is the one that we're hearing as well, Producer Chrissy? Because at my desk, I heard Yanny as well.
Same.
I'm hearing Yanny too.
Now my
You're
mind
hearing
is blown.
Yanny
What
right
did
now?
y'all hear?
Laurel.
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 You're hearing Yanny?
Yeah.
Laurel.
What y'all hearing?
Okay. So
What are you hearing?
Yeah, what do you hear?
Lots of scary voices in my head. I've heard both, and
But in this moment,
this
what
is the
do you
funnest-
hear?
Right. Okay. So, I'm hearing Laurel at the moment.
Okay.
But the same clip I was hearing Yanny earlier.
Laurel.
What does that say?
This is a
about
massive
Laurel.
controversy. Now, I
Laurel.
went conspiracy theory immediately just
Oh.
because it's more fun that way.
Of
And I
course,
was
why
saying,
not?
oh, there's probably, it all looks the same, but there's multiple clips floating around. So some people are getting the Laurel clip, some people are getting the Yanny clip.
But in this
so
moment,
there
we're
you,
listening
there
to
where
the
you
same
split and
clip.
divide everyone and everyone freaks out.
Yeah.
That's so sad that I hear
that
something
may be the
different.
reality, but then there's all these audio files that are chiming in saying it's a frequency thing, but it's a super fun debate.
It's a fun debate, and it all started on Reddit earlier this week, okay? So this girl tweets it this morning, which one do you hear? Half the internet was saying one thing, half the other. And it reminds me back in 2015, the big dress debate, or even with the sandals debate.
It was blue.
Was it blue or black, or was it white and gold?
Yes.
I saw white and gold. Everyone else around me saw the blue and black. So
Yes.
I've always felt like maybe I'm a little odd. So this morning, I walk in, and you're like, Laura, Laura, Laura. And I'm like,
Oh, crap.
Yanny, Yanny, Yanny. So, supposedly it started on Reddit. I watched this girl's YouTube channel where she was talking about in the recent video where she goes, guys, I did not start this. I saw it on Reddit. My sister thought it would be fun for me as a social influencer to put it out there. And sure enough, it went viral. And so she wants to know who started this. We're still trying to get down to the bottom of it.
He just came in. It's Walt Gray.
Is it Walt Gray? Yeah, Walt Gray. Laurel or Yanny, sir?
Laurel or Yanny?
Okay, well,
You
he's
started
here.
it, right? It's all your fault.
He's just trying
He's
to roll
off
with
to
it.
make another
Okay.
couple of clips.
So there are a ton of theories, and you even saw who was the artist that chimed in?
It's John Mayer.
Okay, John Mayer. Who
So
obviously
John
knows
Mayer-
a thing or two about sound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
he went deep on this, and he's a musician, but
Yeah.
he knows all about musical theory. So here's a couple of the things that he put on. I think this was an Instagram story,
Yeah.
and I can't read it at this distance, but basically, he is trying to basically
It's right here.
differentiate between the two things and talking about frequency.
I-
And as you get older, you lose the ability to hear some of the higher frequencies. So
Yeah.
he's saying the younger people are hearing Yanny, and the older people are hearing Laurel.
Which makes sense because I'm so childish and young at heart. I'm totally hearing Yanny. I don't understand how anyone can hear Laurel. I hope to one day hear Laurel.
I hope to
and
grow
live to
up.
be that old.
No, because
Okay.
then that means your ears will be a bit different according to the artist here. But one theory, this was presented by Guardian, by the way, it's the
Okay.
illusion and an example of, they're calling this perceptually ambiguous stimulus, okay? A professor by the name of David Elias, he's from the University of Sydney's School of Psychology, has chimed in and says, guys, the brain can't
Laurel.
decide on exactly
Laurel.
what it is seeing or
Laurel.
hearing. So you guys are familiar with
Laurel.
Rubens' vase, where they show that picture and do you see two faces or do you see a vase or a vase?
Right, right.
So it's something where your brain just can't decide what it is because they have the same syllables. Laurel, Yanny. And if you mess with the frequency, according to a lot of people, then you're going to hear a difference. But I want to go back to what this professor said. He says they can be seen in two ways, and often the mind flips back and forth between the two interpretations. Here, the Yanny/Laurel sound is meant to be ambiguous because each sound has a similar timing and energy content. It's confusable. Okay.
Confused?
It's
Well,
confusable.
I'm
Well,
hearing a horn in. And
I was on board with that expert until that word.
Aw.
Good
Can we all just agree that that word is the first time I've ever heard that?
Confusable?
Yes.
Okay, well, can we play? There's someone else chiming in, right? And they're saying, guys, I have this all figured out. And they messed with the different tones. Let's go ahead and, Producer Chrissy, if we can, roll that video.
Okay, guys, here's the original one.
Laurel.
Right.
Okay, and this next one has a focus on the lower frequencies, which says the word laurel.
Agreed.
I hear Laurel.
And then the higher frequencies say the word Yanny.
Okay.
Yanny.
Still hearing Laurel.
So there you go.
Me too.
Mystery solved.
So there you go,
I heard
mystery
it.
solved.
No,
sir.
I heard it 2 different times. The first time I heard it, I heard Yanny, and he said, "This says Laurel." I was like, "Nah, boo, that said Yanny."
Oh my God.
Second time, I heard definite Laurel.
Okay.
And then the third time, I heard Yanny. What does that say about me?
Oh.
She is hearing what he is hearing.
Okay, so
The first time he was just playing it,
Ah.
saying this is what everyone's hearing, and then he said, "Okay, we're gonna
Laurel.
lower
did you just
it."
hear?
Laurel.
Yanny.
Bull.
Laurel.
You
Yanny.
did not.
How are you hearing it? You and I have to discuss this.
You
we
all have
agree
different
on
ears.
everything.
I know.
How are we disagreeing here?
I'm
I don't
disagreeing
no idea
too.
what's happening right
I'm
now.
sorry. I'm team.
So-
Audience right now?
okay, ready? So you know when you're listening to music at
What are
home,
you
right?
listening to?
You've got a tweeter, which is the small speaker
Oh.
for the higher frequencies.
Oh.
You've got a subwoofer because in sound there's multiple things happening at the same time. So
Laurel.
is it possible that we're all
Laurel.
hearing different things because
Laurel.
different things are playing at the same
Laurel.
time? This might be a case where everybody's right.
No. Okay, so BuzzFeed just
Okay.
put out an
Don't
article.
forget
and
about me
digital
trying to
producer-
unify the country here.
Chris Hook just pulled me aside to
Okay.
tell me that BuzzFeed wrote an article showing that the word is actually laurel.
Right.
It came from dictionary.com, and if you play the sound, I have
Okay.
it up here. If you play it, it's that man's exact voice. Oh, I might not have the audio up on this. Hold on 1 second. There you go. There you go. You ready?
Laurel.
Laurel.
What's the
And so,
definition of laurel, by the
oh,
way?
any number of shrubs and other plants
Laurel.
with dark green glossy leaves.
Laurel.
Why was someone
Laurel.
Googling this and then I want to
Laurel.
know how it came to be, but that's a different
Laurel.
story.
I don't
Yeah.
either.
So many
Okay,
questions.
can we
That's a
get
good one.
to the comments? I
Comments.
want to see what people are saying. Yanny is an international superstar, says Reggie Cepeda, but we're spelling
Yanny.
it Y-A-N-N-Y, not Y-A-N-I. Reggie.
Laurel.
Jessica Downey says, having this in my ear is wild. Jessica Downey says it has to do with perspective, where you are, when you hear it, and what kind of waves the individual can pick up. Oh, we did. Did you tell them about the young old thing?
Yes, they did
Oh.
when you had stepped away. So that's why Kirsten said maybe because she feels so childish. She can hear Yanny all the time. She can't wait for the day she grows up and can hear Laurel.
I'll never grow up. I'm a
No,
Toys R
no.
Us kid.
You're a Toys R Us kid, honey. Kimberly Morgan says, nope, I guess my brain has decided Laurel, and that's that. What's
Oh my
wrong
God.
with me?
No.
She says, don't
Oh,
think
no.
anything is wrong with you because who knows who is right? Or as Rob says, we're all
Yanny.
right.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. Here's Kimberly
Yanny.
Morgan. When I walked into the newsroom
Yanny.
this morning, everybody was doing Yanny
Yanny.
Laurel. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm still asleep. So when y'all were talking about Yanny, I was like, is that like the artist? Remember like that music they used to kind of just play at night? I thought that's what you guys were talking about all
She was
morning
so off.
until y'all clarified it. But shout out to Kimberly Morgan,
'Kay.
who was like, yeah, she plays great music, or he, or whatever
He.
y'all
Oh my
name is.
gosh. Beverly Moore Powell, I only hear Yanny. Period.
Always?
Shout out.
Every single time you young.
Now, there might be something going on with your eardrums because it definitely changes. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay, nope, still hear Laurel only, says Angel Hutchinson. Arlette Arriaga says, at times I hear Laurel and Yanny.
Yes. Producer Brady, oh, if you would come over here, this was so good. He told me that if you focus really hard when you're listening to it
Okay.
and you say Laurel in your head, that you can hear, or either word,
Laurel.
you can hear both of them at the
Laurel.
same time. That's what he
Laurel.
said.
I'm gonna do
Hold
it
on.
right
Go,
now.
guys,
Laurel.
focus right now.
Laurel.
Laurel.
I mean,
I
I'm
only
thinking
hear
Yanny.
Laurel.
No,
I'm
it didn't work
thinking
for this
Yanny, and it's not
Brady.
working. I hear Laurel
I'm still
clearly.
not going to let go of the
Yanny.
conspiracy theory, and I'll tell you
Yanny.
why. Why is this the
Yanny.
first time we've ever heard of this?
Yanny.
Is this literally the only example of this happening? Because if this is a true documented thing that hearing specialists or all these people that they're contacting to write on the story, if this is a thing, then where are the other examples, right? They should have another example ready
another
to go
word.
to prove their point.
Who is they?
That they're sort of explaining this
The
sort of thing
conspiracy
after the
makers.
fact. So, I mean,
The only problem I have, I would be with you on the conspiracy theory, except for right now, at the same time, unless all of y'all are lying, I am the only one hearing Yanny, and that really kind of bothers me a little
You've
bit.
never
Or
heard
it's awesome.
Laurel, and with all these
The
clips
only-
that we've been playing, you're still hearing
The
Yanny.
only time I've heard Laurel was when the person was like, see, listen to the high frequency
Okay,
and the low
gotcha.
frequency.
Okay.
That was the only time I ever heard Laurel.
So there we
Lavon-
go. That the tinfoil hat's off.
Off.
Theory busted.
Theory busted.
Theory
That's
busted.
right.
We figured
Our
it out
director
here on
hears
Extra
Yanny
Shine.
only.
Lavana
Yeah.
Engel Fontuena says, I'm 47 and hear Yanny.
Yes,
Well, you are
honey.
young at heart.
Yes.
You are young in real life.
Yes.
Represent all of us.
Laurel.
I want somebody that's in their 90s to tell me that they hear Yanny.
Laurel.
And then it's just going to destroy that whole concept.
So are we old?
Y'all got old ears.
Actually,
Y'all
my
listen
friends tell me that I've gotten older in the last couple years. Like, not maybe not physically, but emotionally.
You're maturing.
I
That's
know.
what it is.
It's hard to believe, but I was a little crazier.
And I'm still foolish.
Can I say that Trevor Frew says happens every day to married couples?
Oh! No, Trevor got our commenter of the day the other day. Trevor was kicking butt, so I like you, Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor said, hear one thing, you say one thing, couple hears another, a partner hears another. Marianne Daytil,
Mama.
says, Kirsten, how are you still hearing Yanny? No way.
Mama Day too, you know I'm childish for a fact. If we're gonna use the age application of this
Oh.
theory, like younger people
see
are hearing
Christina?
something
Yes.
different, understand me.
Christina
Childish.
explained herself. She says she has nerve damage hearing loss, and all she hears is Yanny.
But that's
Kirsten,
no, I don't though. I
Are
don't
you
know.
sure?
I think I'm
Laurel.
positive. Yeah.
Laurel.
Girl, don't come for me.
Laurel.
You do wear an
Laurel.
IV in your ear every day.
When I take it out, I do
Ooh.
wear an IV in my, but so do you.
So do we.
Thanks so much for watching the ABC 10 Information Network. If you want to see more stories just like this one, all you've got to do is click subscribe.